Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of Tower 28 Beauty, and this video is super exciting because I will be sharing with you the new Tower 28 Sunnydays Tinted Sunscreen SPF 30. They just came out with this a few days ago, so I've been testing it out and I'm ready to share my thoughts on it with all of you. I am wearing a full face of Tower 28 right now, so this is the finished product. I'm super excited for this video, and I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already. That would mean so much to me. And I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. Okay, so I've zoomed you in, and obviously the first product I'm going to be talking about is the Tower 28 SPF 30 Sunnydays Tinted Sunscreen. And this is their new broad spectrum SPF 30 tinted sunscreen that they just came out with. It retails for $30 and they have 14 flexible shades is what they say. And this is a 100% mineral non-nano zinc oxide formula. It is also accepted by the National Eczema Association, which is the first of its kind. So this is the one and only tinted sunscreen that is accepted by the National Eczema Association. So that's huge for so many people out there who suffer from eczema. And I think that's the most exciting thing to me about this product, and a huge reason why I love Tower 28 as well, because they really cater to sensitive skin and eczema prone skin, because the owner, Amy Lou, has eczema and has had eczema for a while. So that's like a really big reason as to why I love this brand and why it really speaks to me and obviously makes me feel seen and whatnot. So yeah, that's huge. And it is 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce, and again retails for $30. And this is what the product looks like. I have the shade 35 Point Dume. I would say this is like in the lighter medium range of their skin tints, or I guess sunscreen, tinted sunscreens. I've used this a couple of times now. I've had it for a couple days, so I have played with how I like applying it and my favorite way of applying it. And I think my favorite way to apply it is just to put it directly onto my face like this, and then blending it out with a brush. I did try my fingers as well, and I didn't love that, so I'm going to apply it with a brush today. And you can see that it's fairly liquidy, but when you blend it out, like when I was blending it out with my fingers, it felt quite thick and creamy, kind of like a moisturizer. And that makes sense because it's a tinted sunscreen. So that is what that looks like. So you can see it like dripping down my face. And I'm just going to apply it with a brush, and I'll do it just to one side so you can see the coverage. And I do think this shade matches me very well. I think I could go a shade deeper, but after bronzer and blush and everything like that, it does look pretty perfect on my skin tone. So this is one side of my face with the tinted sunscreen, and then, sorry this is in the way, but this is the other side. So you can kind of see the coverage is light to medium, and it is kind of buildable. I did try doing 2 layers yesterday, and it did look a little more heavy on my face. So for me personally, I think I'm just gonna go in with 1 layer, but this is what 1 layer looks like. And you can build it up, but it will look more apparent on your face, if that makes sense. It'll definitely look like you have makeup on your face if you put a second layer. And I'm blending this out with the BK Beauty 101 brush. I've been really liking this for base product application, and it just blends really well without leaving any streaks on my face. So that is one application. As you can see, it's very skin-like, and it has what they say is a natural finish. I'd say it is a natural finish. It's not very matte on me, and I think that people who have oilier skin might not like this because To me it looks quite dewy on the face, but it does set down on the face and kind of leaves, as I said, like a natural finish. So this is what the tinted sunscreen looks like after applying it immediately, and you can see that it does have quite a bit of reflect to it and it looks very healthy on the skin. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to kind of settle down and dry down, for lack of better words, because I have noticed the last couple times that I've used it, it does dry down a bit. So I'm gonna let it settle down a little bit and do my eyebrows and be right back. Okay, so I have my brows on now, and you can see that the tinted sunscreen didn't really dry down. I thought it would, and I felt like it did the last couple of times I tried it, but I also think that this tinted sunscreen really depends on the products you put underneath it as well. Like, I noticed one of the days when I wasn't wearing really moisturizing products underneath, it did feel kind of dry, but then when I did have moisturizing products underneath like I do today, it feels a lot more dewy and moisturizing. So just take that into account when you're wearing this. Just make sure the type of finish that you want coincides with the products you have underneath, if that makes sense. So it is still showing up pretty dewy on the face, so I feel like people with oilier skin will not like this, but people with dry skin will really like this. And yeah, so that's just like my personal input on that. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have a couple dry patches on my nose and underneath this eye as well. And they're not clinging too bad to them, or I mean, this product isn't clinging too bad to them. So that's a good sign for me personally, who consistently has dry patches across my entire face. So I do appreciate that this doesn't cling too badly to my dry patches, at least not as badly as some other tinted sunscreens or tinted moisturizers have in the past to my skin. And I also really want to talk about the applicator of this, because it is this pointed tip and it's so nice for application because you can get exactly the amount you want. It's not messy, and I just feel like they really did a good job with creating the component for this product. So wanted to talk about that because I really like it. That is the tinted sunscreen on my face. If you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know any questions you might have about it. Are you planning on picking this up? I know this was a big surprise for a lot of people and something a lot of people are really excited about that love Tower 28. So would love to know if you're gonna pick this up as well. But that is the Sunnydays tinted sunscreen on my face right now. Next up, I'm going to do bronzer and blush and highlight and everything like that. And I'm also going to be using the Tower 28 products on my face. So the first product I'm going to use is the Tower 28 Bronzino in the shade West Coast. I love this product so much. It's very well loved, as you can see. And this just adds such a beautiful glow to the face, but also bronzes it up and sculpts it a little bit as well. I can see that the combination of all of these things might be a little too dewy for my personal taste, and maybe for a lot of people because it's a lot of creams on top of creams, but for the sake of this video being a full face of Tower 28, we'll just go with it. And I'm applying this with the Real Technique sculpting brush. I've been loving this dense angled brush to apply my cream bronzers lately. I do think that powders and cream products apply on top of the sunscreen really beautifully as well. Like, I had no issues the last couple times that I wore this applying powders or creams on top of it, so that's another thing that I'd like to mention, because I know sometimes things can get patchy or lift off the face when you apply other products on top of them. But specifically for this tinted sunscreen, I didn't have any issues like that. Another thing I want to mention about the tinted sunscreen before I get too ahead of myself with all the other products is it does not feel dry on the face. Like, one, I can feel it on my face, and two, it feels pretty tacky on the face too. Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna dry down at all. And one of the days I didn't put any powder products on top, but the second day that I used it, I did really feel like I needed to powder the face. So that's another thing, like I can feel it kind of sticking to my fingers when I touch my face. I don't personally have an issue with that, but I can see other people not liking that it doesn't fully dry down on the face and still feels quite tacky. Okay, next I'm going to highlight the face. I'm going to be using the Suncoast Bronzino. This is the lightest shade in their Bronzino shade range, and I'm going to use this as highlighter. I have yet to use this on my face actually, so I'm kind of excited to apply this. And I'm just going to apply that to my nose and the high points of my cheek for highlighter today. And for blush, I'm going to be using the Beach Please Power Hour blush. This is probably my favorite blush shade from their Beach Please line. It's also perfect for the fall time, so I'm excited to put this on my face because I haven't worn this in a bit. And to apply this, I'm using the Instapop Cheek Brush by Real Techniques. This is my favorite cream blush applicator right now. I'm also going to use this as my eye color today, so I'm just going to dip an eye brush in here and just sweep it across my lids. So that is what Power Hour looks like on the cheeks and the eyes. And I'm gonna pop off really quick and put some mascara on, and then we'll finish up with the lip product. Okay, so I just finished putting mascara on, and I'll quickly mention what I use for my brows and my mascara because Tower 28 doesn't offer brow products, nor do they offer mascara products. So I use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter and their brow pencil as well for my eyebrows. And then for mascara, I use the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Those have been like go-to brow and mascara products for a while. And for the lip product, this is also new for Tower 28. This actually doesn't release until next month, but I thought I would share it on here because I have used it and featured it in a video previous to this. This is in my Sephora Favorites Sparkly Clean video, and this product is exclusive to the Sephora Favorites set right now. So if you want to get this before it releases in November, then you can get it in that set. But this retails for $14 and is new for Tower 28 as well. This is in the shade Mix, and I really love this color. It's so beautiful. I will say though that this lip product is extremely soft and melty, and I can see it getting really messy really quickly, or like melting on a hot summer day or even like a hot spring day. So I'm kind of concerned about that because this product is so like melty and malleable that it won't last and the shape won't last. But like the product itself is very pretty and very moisturizing, and the shade is also stunning. I'm just kind of concerned about the packaging and how long it'll last in this packaging, if that makes sense. So that is my full face of Tower 28 featuring the new Tinted Sunscreen Sunnydays by them. And as you can see, I look very glowy, so I do think I'm gonna powder a little bit because I'm just a little too dewy for my liking. I'm using the Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Cushiony. Okay, I feel a little bit better now that I'm powdered. But just to quickly review this again, I do think this is a very beautiful product. I love that it has SPF 30 in it, although I personally won't be using this as my sole SPF protection. Maybe on my like really busy days when I just want to slap something on and I've forgotten SPF, I'll use this as my sunscreen protection. But I can see this getting a little too dewy and kind of greasy looking if you do use this as your sole SPF, because if you're using the correct amount, then I can see this looking kind of heavy and greasy on the face. But if you're just using it as a tinted sunscreen and not using it as your sole SPF, then it has a very beautiful finish, and I really, really do like it. And I just think my skin looks really healthy and radiant, and it has such a beautiful coverage as well. So for me, I really, really like this. I'm excited to hear what my friends and like the beauty community think about this product. And yeah, I personally like it, and I can see myself using it a lot. I'm really liking how my face turned out. I love their cream products for bronzer and blush so much. These are some of my favorites in my collection, and I'm really hoping to see some eye products from them soon, and some more, like, I guess, pigmented lip products from them too. I think that would be really cool. But that is everything. Are you planning to pick any of this up, specifically this Tower 28 tinted sunscreen? I would love to know what your thoughts are on this, if you've tried it already or if you're planning to pick it up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!